Hello everyone, my name is Aarti and you're watching HW News. This is the 64th day of the Bharat Jodo Yatra and everybody is wondering where exactly do these Bharat Yatris stay because they are constantly on the move. They have walked from Kanyakumari, now they are in Maharashtra. So on the move, where do they stay and where do they rest? There is a lot of curiosity around that. So today we are showing you where exactly do they live and what are the conditions in which they live. So right now, you can see behind me, let us go inside a container which has been specially made for these Bharat Yatris to stay. And you can see this is the container. This is the two-bedded container and there are two compartments here. In the first compartment, you can see there is a bed. There is one charging station, there is AC fitted here and a fan, and there is also a wardrobe and a storage area for the Yatri to keep his stuff. Similar is the another compartment. There is one window as well. A well-fitted room with wardrobe, storage area, bed, AC and a fan. And show you some more containers because there is not only this one container, there are different containers that are being made. For example, if I tell you, there are three zones that are being prepared in the arrangements. One zone is the blue zone, one zone is the pink zone, and one is an green zone. Now in the green zone, there are mostly the 12 bedded compartments. 12 bedded compartments are also for Bharat Yatris, mostly male Bharat Yatris, and in that there are three compartments, bunker beds on top one and below one, and after that there are two charging stations, two fans in the entire container and one AC that is being fitted, and there are storage areas below the bunker beds. That is how this entire arrangement is done. There is four bedded container as well for Bharat Yatris to stay. Now there are different zones in which these containers are arranged. One is a blue zone, another is a pink zone, and then there is a green zone. In the green zone there are mostly the 12 bedded containers. In pink zone there are mostly 4 bedded containers, and in blue zone there are 2 bedded containers. Pink zone is for women, the female Bharat Yatris. 12 bedded compartment. The green zone is mostly for the male Bharat Yatris. Now as I told you, for the privacy reasons, we won't be showing you the 12 bedded and 4 bedded compartments, the containers, but you can see the 2 bedded containers that I show you, and this is how they live. Interestingly enough, if you see on each of the container there is a marking. So Bharat Yatris are given specific bed number and a specific container number from which they can identify where they have to stay. The team identifies every day 2 locations. There is a 170 member team which handles the entire logistics. They also handle the identification and confirmation of the spot where these containers will be put up. There is one dining area, 2 help desks, and there is one laundry canopy that is arranged for the Bharat Yatris. And apart from that, there are ambulance meeting room arrangements. There are doctors team available, 2 doctors and 2 support staff. That is what the entire arrangement looks like. As I told you, one interesting factor that I spotted here is you can see there are messages written on the Bharat Jodo Yatra containers, these containers, and these messages are in a different language. Now for example, this particular one is I guess it is in Kannada. The other one, this is in Punjabi. You can see the message on that particular one, the 28 number of container. This is in Punjabi. There are other containers on which the messages are written in Marathi as well. So in different languages, different Indian languages, the messages are written on it. Especially, let me read you one of the messages that is written on the Marathi one. It says, Mahagaila Zaminit Gadu, or एकजुटतेने भारत जोडो, which means that we will bury the inflation in the ground and together we will unite India. That is what the message written on this says. Now we have also spoken to one of the Bharat Yatri who also happens to be the secretary of communication AICC, Vaibhav Walia. Let us hear what he has to say. Vaibhav, you have been a Bharat Yatri since Kanyakumari. Tell me, how was the experience? First of all, living in these containers is not easy. How was the experience?
I think after you have walked 25 kilometers in the day, anywhere you'll get a bed, you'll just sleep on it very comfortably. So I don't think that Bharat Yatris have any complaint about the lodging. When undergoing a yatra this big, we understand the limitations and we understand, so we have very little expectations, and whatever we have is really more than sufficient for us. I think it is the yatra that people have come here for, and we have, I mean, pretty good accommodation as per me. We've got our own beds, we've got toilets, we've got dining areas, we have laundry support, and we have an ambulance van. So this is pretty much it that we need. And I haven't heard any Bharat Yatri complain about the logistics. Rather, it's a Herculean task to every day prepare a kind of village like this. So I mean, till now it's gone pretty smooth. We hope that it continues this way, and we are able to enjoy the yatra.
Right. Any hiccups that you find while setting up what you call a little village?
I think, I mean, some things happen. So one of our Bharat Yatri, she fell off these stairs one day and she got hurt, and then she had to go back home. She got dressed and she's come back now with us. So she got a little fracture in her elbow. So all these things keeps on happening, and but it happens in our usual lives also.
Yes.
So I mean, till now it's been pretty smooth, and we've really enjoyed this journey, and I hope that it stays.
And who identifies these spots where you set up the camps?
See, it's there are various aspects. One, we need a little space because there are 60 trucks, and then yeah, there's a dining area also, and you also need to give people some space to sit, a common area kinds. So one, there is space. Two, there is security protocol that needs to be ensured. Because of Rahulji and all the other Bharat Yatris, the security is of the most important. So that is also one reason. Third is the connectivity, it has to fall in our route. So following all of that, sites are identified in advance, and I can tell you that all the sites in Maharashtra have been identified, and the preparations are also, two sites are prepared well in advance. So right now that you are seeing, this is today's site which is getting finalized, and tomorrow's sites and day after tomorrow's sites is also being prepared.
So this is like everyday task where you identify the camps.
Yeah, every day the sites are prepared.
Now be the first to know about the latest updates on our new news app. Go on your Android or iOS, search for HW News Network. Download our app, choose the language you prefer to get updates in, and be up to date with the latest news.